Welcome back to the channel. This is Off the Pitch brought to you by Azar Studios. He was aiming to become the first man to win back to back to back. He wanted to make it a three-pet. But unfortunately, one man said, no, it is time for Italy to triumph. And it was time for me to triumph. Onkani-san joins me as we look at the final of the men's Wimbledon, and it was the gentlemen Wimbledon final. And it was Jannik Sinner, the world number one, who told his rival, of course, both of them are now rival, Carlos Alcaraz, to hold it there. Let me also enjoy success on the Wimbledon after losing to him 5 straight times. But this time around, he said, no, hold the cup. It is my turn, and I want to win this. Fantastic weekend.
I was
for
doubtful
Sinner.
because of what happened last time, so I was a bit doubtful. Sincerely speaking, I couldn't say all my chase, you understand? And that's why I said I wanted a trilogy, meaning I wanted Novak and what was his name, Alcaraz, to play for the third time, so that Novak can redeem himself, you understand? Because I feel Novak stand the better chance to defeat what was his name,
Carlos Alcaraz.
So that was why I said I wanted trilogy, because I didn't want the triplet to take place. I mean, to happen. Thankfully, the triplet didn't happen, but. To even start, let's go back to the
semi-final.
To the semi-final. Look at how he make light of Novak.
So easy.
And then the second time, he did
so
the same
easy,
thing in Roland Garros.
So easy.
Just 3 games. You know
so
what? I'm done with you. Go and rest.
It was like Novak never came to the party.
And Novak had the fantastic
last,
season.
Novak go later retire.
Novak.
last, just that retire away, no one retire.
Novak had a fantastic season. But, I mean, fantastic Wimbledon Open.
So
you understand?
Okay.
So,
not to draw us back to the semi-final. It's now clear that Novak is not at the same level as this guy.
No,
right now, in
he
terms
admitted.
of in terms of age
is actually showing.
It's not. It's actually showing. On
age
I
is
think
showing.
He's 39 right now.
38 going 39. He'll be 39 very soon. Age is showing. And watching that game, right, after the first 2 I was like, come on, this game is done. So I didn't even bother to even stress myself for the third set, because I knew there's no how Novak is going to come back. Remember, he was the person that stopped Novak from winning one of the Grand Slam in, I think, Australia, if I'm not mistaken. So I was like, okay, this dude knows what he's doing. But I wasn't too happy, because I wanted a trilogy, so that trilogy will stop the triplet that
Alcaraz wanted to do.
But now looking back, I now remember, okay, this same Alcaraz, fine, that was luck. I mean, I'm talking about not Alcaraz, talking about what was his name? Sinner. We talk about the Dimitrov issue here. Yeah. So I was like, okay, aside Dimitrov, he was the one that knocked out Ben Shelton, which is a delight to watch. Ben Shelton is a delight to watch. Amazing young lad from America. He's the same person that knocked out Novak. I was like, come on, he might be able to do it this time around. And the final proper first game, which is the unusual, happened in most of their meetings. He used to be the first person to win the first set, and convincingly. And funny enough, it was looking like that, because first game after the first 6 game, he was leading 6-2. And guess what? From nowhere, Alcaraz started again. 4 straight game. 4 straight game to take the first seat. The first 6-4. I was like, are we going to see the repeat of the Roland Garros? Second game, guess what? That was where I saw mental strength
from Sinner.
The first game of the first set, he breaks, because it was what was his name that was serving? Alcaraz. He breaks, and from then I was not looking back. That's why he took the second set. First set until game 4, that was when he breaks. Then won game 5, and that's how it. So it was after the second set, right? It was clear that today is Sinner's day.
Yeah, it was.
He was controlling. He was practically getting everything right. He was never on
the baseline, and he was struggling for Alcaraz. So Alcaraz wanted momentum back on his.
He tried.
He tried it, but it didn't work.
Yeah, it
didn't work. Sinner understood that I now had the momentum.
Yeah,
I had lost the first set, but I'd gained the second set back. Now I can. It's not swinging in my favor. Whatever I do next, and it was clear that whoever won the third set had the advantage.
Yeah. And
the moment Sinner won the third set, yes. I think that was where the mental block happened for Alcaraz, and he knew that he needed to win the next 2 sets.
For the first time, Alcaraz's expression changed.
When he went to the bench in the third set, after the end of the third set, you could see that he looked at himself and knew that it was over.
You said something in introduction. You said, gentlemen, this thing, right? If there's a perfect gentleman in tennis right now, it's Sinner. He doesn't talk, he doesn't do it, he doesn't grow, he doesn't make any noise. But for the first time, we saw Sinner shouting, let's do it! He got this point. And somehow he is claimed. Unknowingly, even the commentators said, we've never seen Sinner
in that manner.
Such manner.
No, he needed to bring himself
out.
He
said, let's do it!
He needed to bring himself out.
Then he did that, and kept going. Like I say, second set. After winning the second set, right, he took control of the game completely. He took control of the game. But one thing was clear: when each time they have a long rally, guess who end up getting the point? Alcaraz.
Alcaraz, yeah.
So he understands that. So he didn't want to play a lot of long rally. He always find a way of, ending as soon as they start. He find a way of trying to end it immediately, because each time they have a long rally, he always lose. Then the aces started working in his favor. A lot of aces were just going into his favor. Then the court coverage as usual. I mean, the manner in which he won the second set, it was amazing.
Yeah,
how he run across the court, how he had to hit the ball from the other side of the court, and this guy was just trapped. He couldn't do anything.
Before we go back to Sinner, let's also talk about Alcaraz. We must praise him. We have to.
We have to.
It is not easy. Of course, in the past we had Roger Federer, who enjoyed courts like these, dominated. Of course, Djokovic also dominated. It was not Nadal's favorite court. Nadal used to also struggle on grass. He never fancied the grass and all of that.
Yeah.
But for a player to be consistent in the last 3 years and reaching back-to-back final in a sport where, even though there are other competitors, Taylor Fritz,
and
of course,
lose.
Zverev.
Each time you lose a game, you're out of the competition.
You're out of it.
Each time,
to be consistent,
be it ATP, be it the Grand Slam. Each time you lose a game, you're out.
Now, to be consistent in 3 consecutive years and getting to the final of the Wimbledon, I think we must praise Carlos Alcaraz.
Played 21 games, won 20, lost just
we
once.
Must praise him, and he lost
21 games in the Wimbledon.
He lost
120, lost one.
He lost his biggest rival.
Yeah, biggest rival.
And
right
of course,
now.
we're about to see the next. I don't want to say Roger.
No, the next rivalry. Simple.
We're just about to see the next rivalry between the two of them. Roger Nadal, Roger Djokovic, Nadal Djokovic. They gave us their rival.
They
but these two guys,
come on. They're on a different level.
They are on a different level.
See, just like we used to have a debate in basketball that the basketball back then and the basketball today is too different. The basketball back then was too physical. You need to be strong. While today is skills. Same with tennis right now. I think back then there was more of physicality, and that was what affected Roger Federer. He wasn't a physical player.
Yeah.
He was a very technical and skillful player.
And
I saw a little of that in Sinner. I said, I don't know if you watch the game at some point, Sinner was picking the ball in between his legs.
Yeah.
And that was how crazy it was. Like, he was so at home that he was picking the ball. He allowed the ball to come and he picks it in between his legs. That
was Roger's flair.
That was what Sinner brought yesterday. And you could actually feel the screen. The unfortunate thing is, after doing that, he had an opportunity to nail it. Then when he hit the ball somehow, just some few millimeters, was out of the line. Off the line. But now that is what Sinner brings to the game. Alcaraz too brings a lot of skills. Those drop balls.
And he brings physicality.
Physicality and those drop balls.
He brings the Nadal's vibe.
I think he brings a bit of both Nadal and Novak. Why Sinner gives it more of the
Roger Federer vibe.
Roger Federer, this thing. But their court coverage is amazing. See, these young lads are talented.
Yeah, they are.
And now here is it, right? 2 of them, funny enough, not the same age, but Sinner has been has played 23 Grand Slams so far. Yes, 20, because each year you have 4 Grand Slams. So he has been part of 23 Grand Slams so far.
6 years.
Yeah, 6 years now. Yeah, 6 years now. He has won 4. And he has played 23, right? What's his name? Alcaraz has been to 18 Grand Slams, which I think a year lower. Yeah, than Sinner. He has won 5. Then when you go to the ATP too, Sinner has played 1,000 ATPs. I mean, 1,000 ATPs. Guess what? He has won just 7. No, won 4 too. He won 4. Well, Alcaraz has played 30 ATPs. Won 7. So when coming back to the ATP final tours that normally take place every year, and it used to be the O2 Arena. Then from last year, they moved it. I mean, 2-3 years ago, they moved it down to Italy and the Turin, the Mito ATP finals. Sinner has been part of it 3 times. Won once. Alcaraz has been part of it twice. He's here to win. All in, by the time you put everything together, Sinner has 9 major titles. Alcaraz 12 major titles. 12 major titles. But the other thing that Sinner has won, that Alcaraz has not won, is the Olympics. He has an Olympics. So we don't consider that. So just look at it at this age.
They're already coming.
They're like, look at the rival. Look at where
toe
they are.
to toe.
And why Sinner? I think going forward, we're going to see Sinner winning more of the ATPs, just like Alcaraz was doing. Mind you, Sinner has played. More ATP than Alcaraz, but Alcaraz won more because Alcaraz more 1,000 ATPs. Why Sinner has just 3 different ATPs. There is a lot of catching up to be done, and none of them has a complete career Grand Slam. Sinner is still yet to win in what they call it, Roland Garros, while Alcaraz is still yet to win in Australia.
The Australian Open. So
So
now,
none of them, you understand?
so the rivalry is on.
Yeah.
But looking at, of course, talking about Jannik Sinner.
Yeah.
I think first Italian, if I'm not
Face
mistaken.
Italian, yeah, face Italian.
First Italian.
Be it male or female. Same thing with Iga. First Polish
woman.
first polished. Be it
So-
male
so
or female.
it was a weekend of first.
See, it was a very funny weekend. Both of them had doping issue. They win their first Grand Slam of the year. You understand? Almost like, okay, no, Sinner's won one. Okay, Sinner's doping issue came after he won his first Grand Slam last year. So after their doping issue, they winning their first Grand Slam. And both of them are winning for the first time for their countries.
So
You understand?
It was an amazing.
Regardless of the
amazing
category, be it female or male, this is the first time a Polish person,
Player.
is winning the Grand Slam. I mean, winning the Wimbledon Open. Same thing with
For Italy.
Italy, because we've 2021 we have Matteo Berrettini there. He got to the final, he couldn't win. Last year, what's her name? Jasmine Paolini was in the final too. She lost to Barbara Krejcikova, right?
Krejcikova,
So nobody from each of these countries has won a Wimbledon Open. So the two of them are coming back from something similar situation,
issues.
win on the same day. I mean, the same Grand Slam in the same year. That's amazing. That's amazing. They brought something different completely for us.
Well, they brought something different, and it's something we want to enjoy. And probably it now means is the US Open will be extremely competitive.
Yeah, it will.
Because
it will.
now they are going to the hard court. And the two of them obviously will now
if
be
you want to be
the
frank,
favorite.
if you want to be frank, right? Sorry to just digress a little. When it comes to the female, Iga is in her class because nobody has up to 4 Grand Slam right now. Currently, among the players that
she's
play.
the most active
She's the person
player.
that have 6, so she's in
has
her
6.
class. But when it comes to the male, there is just one Grand Slam separating the two guys at the top, and these guys first Grand Slam was in the US Open. No, okay, it was in Australia. I'm talking about Sinner. Yeah, first Grand Slam was in Australia, second US Open, third Australia, now fourth Wimbledon Open. Now, so the US Open is going to be competitive. But that's just something that I was actually happy about. In losing, I saw magnanimity. I thought Sinner is going to be so worried. I mean, sorry, Alcaraz.
Yeah.
He wasn't that worried. He's a
I think he made peace
jolly
with
good
himself.
fella.
He made peace with himself.
He's a jolly good
But
fella.
I've been here for the last 3 years. Not winning here is common.
Well, getting to the final and not winning always going to hurt you.
It will hurt, definitely.
Definitely is going to.
hurt.
But the way he actually managed it and how calm he was, the interview and everything, and how magnanimous he was, praising Sinner for his ability and everything. You just want to, because I remember, I think the rate of the losing is different. In what they call it, in Italy, in Roland Garros, what was his name? Sinner came close.
Yeah, he came very close.
And the game
stretched
longer.
It was in his hand.
So,
until he threw it.
I think winning, there was the feeling, it's not the same. The feeling that was there when Alcaraz won the Roland Garros. It's not from the feeling, because yes, it was competitive. Yes, they played four different sets. But Sinner was dominant.
6-4, 4-6, 6-4, 6-4,
6-4. And not just 6-4, 6-4. I mean, the gameplay generally, Sinner was a bit dominant. He controls the game. He dictated the pace of the game.
Less on first errors.
You understand? The speed of his less on first error, aces here and there. The speed of his shots were amazing. Like the commentator said at some point that if not Alcaraz, few players currently playing tennis will return some of the speed that this guy
at the top speed that
the speed was just amazing
with the ball.
So I mean, the world of tennis has so much. I mean, going for particularly the male category. For the female, come on, something needs to be done. We need consistency. Coco Golf give us consistency. And Zabelenka learn how to not to be nervous when it matters. When it comes and it's more overlooked. You can do it just like what every other person is doing. Why were you so nervous?
When it comes to the women tennis, I've always called it the inconsistent WTA.
It makes it less fancy.
For me, I still find the right words to use to understand why the WTA is that inconsistent. Where, of course, kudos must go to
the same price money, the same everything.
Kudos must go to Swiatek, but come on, Sabalenka, why lose to Anisimova and then give people the final?
Somebody tweeted that
they don't even want
that looks. Sabalenka need to be jailed for allowing Anisimova.
Because you need to be honest. Why lose in such a manner in the semi-final and then let people suffer in the final where it was one-sided?
Even you sincerely here say something like, "Look, with what I saw against Sabalenka, she has a chance only for me to be."
She just do us Kaswandere na night market. She
imagine say, I give
people your money. Say.
I've been giving people they call themselves
short. Say go put small money on Anisimova. Say she go.
She don't come my house this morning. Come they knock door.
They go down there. They wait for you. Anything where you see that you carry
their money back.
But of course, we must say massive congratulations to Jannik Sinner for winning the Wimbledon. Fantastic young man. Plenty of future for him, and his now new rival Carlos Alcaraz, who has done so well for himself. Wanted a 3-pet, but it did not work. But back-to-back finals at the Wimbledon is not bad. 21 games, and then winning 20 of 21. If you score 20 for over 21 for class, you don't even get problem. Now
That's
now,
A plus.
you don't even get. Now you supposed to teach your teacher self, because at that point, now you be
That's
lecturer.
A plus.
That's A
That's
plus.
A plus.
So we must say we enjoyed it. I hope you also did enjoy the Wimbledon. Who was your standout player from the Wimbledon? Who was the most disappointed? Who are you most disappointed about? Rather, who disappointed you at the Wimbledon? Which player did you see and say, nah, I don't want to ever see this guy again on my screen? I want somebody new. And who was that young player you probably saw and say, okay,
I think
probably
if
I'll be
there's
happy
one
to see
player
him
that needs to
again.
push further from now in sports, instead of speaking, Ben shouting. You can't be that good and you still always fall a prey to these guys all the time. You've not gotten to any finals. I think we need him to get to the next stage.
The next, yeah, of course.
The one guy that
shouldn't be
people
getting to the
shout-
quarter final.
One guy that people
quarterfinal.
shouted about, that people felt is going to probably be that clock on that wheel of both Sinner and Alcaraz was the Fonseca, because of how he has actually been. Fonseca was a disappointment. Everyone was also disappointing. Then most of it, when we're talking about disappointment, practically all the
Zverev,
number 1
Medvedev.
to number 10, with the exception of Iga, were all disappointment.
No, women are
From number 1 to number 10 seeded player, with the exception of
Iga, yeah,
in
Iga
the male
Swiatek.
category, the number 1 and 2 live up to expectation as always.
And they always do. And of course, the old warlord is also there talking about
Novak. But I feel like you said right. I think it's over for Novak.
No, it's over.
If I feel Novak should not go after the US Open, right? Novak should not be part of any Grand Slam again.
No, I think he should try one more.
I understand what he's trying to do. Break Madrid.
He should end it at Australia, at the Australian Open.
Are you sure he's going to win it? We need that record to be broken, right? I understand that too, but it's beginning to look like a tall order for practically everybody. Because
but the CEO is the most grand slam.
He's still going to face these guys. He's still going to face these guys. Each of the next one, except they're injured or something.
Except they're injured. That's
and
why
if these guys are going to be there,
he should keep playing. This is what he should do. He should keep playing. Any tournament that either one of them will be injured, they will not play. He should just go and win it, because that looks like
that's the only way out for him right now.
That's the only way out to it, because as it stands, like you rightly mentioned, Carlos Alcaraz looks like a player that can easily not get to the final, but Jannik Sinner looks like that player that will always get to the final, because he has shown that he can be consistent. His numbers are amazing. On his bad day, he finds a way to grind.
His numbers are amazing,
and all of that.
His numbers are amazing.
But for Djokovic, we wish you all the best. You won that number 25.
I don't think he's making a mistake of leaving the stage when the ovation is loud. Don't you think so?
Well, he can't leave again, because when he had the chance, he did not.
I think he still has the chance right now.
But there's no ovation again for him.
If by the time he'll be beaten again next in the US Open, it will be 2 years straight without any Grand Slam.
Probably
is that how he wants to leave the stage?
Probably believes in himself. He believes in himself. But let's give a fair chance to Novak Djokovic. But congratulations must go to Jannik Sinner, the winner of the gentlemen's Wimbledon. Fantastic weekend it was. After losing the first set 4-6, came back to win 6-4, 6-4, 6-4 to claim his first title. For Carlos Alcaraz, he wanted to make it a three-pet, but unfortunately, Sinner said not today. Off the pitch, brought to you by Azar Studios.